What's up,
You know
people?
what I would love to do?
No.
I would love to just go to the airport and hop on the first plane going anywhere. Any place to do, you know.
Isn't that right?
That's right. Just fly away and leave all this shit behind.
And you wouldn't take me with you?
Yes, I take you with me.
Tell me what you're into. Let's have a discussion. Let the conversation develop into touching. I do it all. He does nothing. He's lukewarm and I'm hotter than the oven. I am proper with the loving cause you needing that. Have you screaming like a microphone when it's feeding bad? You gotta agree with that. He's never achieving that. Treat you like the DJ. Tell you to bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Yeah, I be rocking that thing. Have you singing falsetto? Now I'm in your drain, but I gotta go. She begging me to stay as I'm walking out the door. This is what she say.
So that's what this is all about?
What you talking about?
Come on, let's go. You're going through all this trouble because you want me to go to your house. Well, come on.
What are you talking about?
Come on.
You think I do this all the time?
Yeah.
I don't. I don't ask girls out. Girls ask me out.
Your shit is extra. I thought back the other night. You are a dope dealer.
I better keep you on house arrest. When he out, you in the house on the couch depressed, right? Need to be with me and be without the stress, be without the pain and be without that lane. We can do things you ain't accustomed to. Trey is far from a buster who has no game. I spit propane, hard to put it out. Once you spend the night, it's gonna be hard to put you out. We can do it, lights on or the lights off. I let you use no hands, you promise you don't bite hard. Got her so wet, no need for a lifeguard. I got the gold pack, I use that for my lifeguard. I beat it up, she gave me 5 out of 5 stars. Call her Aquafina, leaving spots all in my car. Yeah, I give it to her like she never had it. She still scream every time like she never had it. I'm a wizard with the stick, she can tell it's magic. I got a huge ego, won't you try to grab it? But I gotta go, she begging me to stay. As I'm walking out the door, this is what she say.
Do you know that every time I go out with you, somebody dies? I like you, and I like being with you. Can you promise me that when I step out that door, I'm not going to be the next one? Can you?
Baby, they're gonna keep trying to kill me until I get out.
Mm-hmm.
I said this was my life.
Yeah.
What, you think I can just turn my back and just walk away?
How y'all feel out there, man? It's your boy Marq Nash, another great episode of Breaking the B.E.A.T.S. You already know what we're gonna do. We're gonna break down the business, entertainment, art, technology, sports, and pretty much anything else I can squeeze into those letters. Hope this broadcast is finding y'all in good spirits, good health, good prosperity, all that good stuff. I'm looking for something on my desktop. Let me save this. But how y'all feel out there, man? Gonna have a condensed show tonight. I'm tired, man. I'm super tired, y'all. I ain't even gonna hold you. But I definitely wanted to keep my word and still do the show tonight. Talk a little bit with you guys about some hip hop, little boxing. But let me share this screen. Let me put this up. First and foremost, definitely want to do rest in peace to Fat Boys founding member. Fat Boys, I don't know if you guys remember them, legendary group from late 80s, early 90s. AKA the Disco 3, the original Fat Boys. They did lose a member, man, and that's so unfortunate. Let me put the overlay up. But yeah, man, so sad. Let me put that up on the screen. But yeah, Prince Marky D of the Fat Boys definitely passed away. He was 52 years old. And yeah, it's just truly unfortunate. We're gonna just give him a quick moment of silence. I'm put his picture up on the screen. We're gonna definitely do a quick moment of silence for the brother, and prayers to him and to his family. Prayers for him and to his family again. Fat Boy original member Prince Marky D lost his life, 52 years old. Let's give him a little moment of silence. Amen. Gone but not forgotten. Neophyte, what's up, man? He said laughing about that tracks was my joint. What's on? When you like to know, what's up, my G? How you feel? Yeah, man, just wanted to definitely do that. Open conversation. Definitely want to call these. Pick a winner of these upcoming fights. I see Adrian Broner miss weight. They say he was focused. We was gonna get the focus AB, but AB did miss weight. So now that fight instead of 140 is gonna be at 147. So we'll talk about that. Valdez versus Burchett supposed to go down this weekend as well. We can do a pick on that. See who y'all got to win that tomorrow. Yeah, that's about it, man. Just I ain't got too much going on. I did an interview yesterday with the author of a children's book, so I'll be releasing that interview over the weekend. Also, all of the clips from the episodes this week, I'll be dropping out little pieces and clips of those throughout this weekend, leaving it up to Monday. Yeah, that's about it on that though. But let me see. Let me pull this up. Definitely was a couple other things I wanted to get into. Let me pull the screen up. Pull up my notes. And I just shoot these stories out there. Y'all tell me if y'all care about it or not. Okay, what was it? What was my notes at? Sorry about that, y'all. Yeah, man, but I had a crazy night last night. My sister ended up coming into town. She's flying out, but she crashed over here at the mansion for the night. And man, we was up all night talking, man. It's always good to talk to your siblings, especially when you guys don't get to see each other that often. Like, I haven't seen my sister, I want to say, since Thanksgiving. She lives right here in Georgia, but due to COVID, and she has a daycare, so we haven't seen each other because, out of safety for her clients, as well as the children, as well as my child. So haven't seen her since Thanksgiving. So she still had Christmas presents for my daughter over there and all that stuff. So it was good for my daughter to get to see her auntie, and it was good to see my sister, man. So we were just up talking, just shooting shit on stuff like that. New treadmill is on the way. Hopefully it'll hurry up and get here, so me and Mrs. Nash, we can work out a little bit on that. Yo, what is going on in Texas, yo? I was looking up something going on in Texas, and they was like, yo, the power is still out. With a lot of people are getting like $10,000 light bills. What the hell is going on in Texas? Yeah, he said colder than a penguin. Yo, this dude right here, Neophyte. What's up, though? Shout out to Neo. Shout out to Sir Senior. What up? When you like to know is in the building. What else? Let me see. It was some other news I'm supposed to get into. Yo, that Meek Mill line. Did y'all hear that Meek Mill line where he's talking about something about going down with his chopper like Kobe? Definitely tasteless. Didn't like that. Didn't like that line, Meek Mill. You could have did better than that. It's too soon. It's too early for that. It's too early for that. You have a large platform. People expect a lot of you, man, and you could have did better than that. All the bars in the world, you did not have to spit that bar. Yeah, man, I didn't like that, but it is what it is. Kim Kardashian officially files for a divorce from Kanye West. Do y'all care? It's out there though. What else? Kevin Gates got a joint he dropped with Mo 3. It's called Broken Love, certified gold already. We'll talk about that if we got time. De La Soul to battle music stealing alien named Tommy Boy and upcoming Teen Titans Go episode. So damn, Tommy Boy still ain't doing right by De La Soul. That's crazy. What else we got in the news right here? Oh yeah, Honeycomb Brazy bragged about beating a murder charge, but then was talking about shooting at one of his ops' grandparents. Bro, don't put that on. I wouldn't do that interview, and I wouldn't put that out there. Keep that moving. Leave the grandparents alone. They ain't got nothing to do with that. Kodak Black is engaged. I think he's engaged. But whatever. YB and Amir 21 Savage host a Thanksgiving block party. I don't care about that neither. Yeah, I think I'm pretty much done. What's up, Killer?
Looks like I was right last week.
About what?
About Meek Mill being a clown.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, last
Yeah, I didn't
week
like
I had
that
some.
that Kobe bar was crazy, yo. He didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like that
He didn't have
that
to do
Kobe.
that. What's crazy, Mark? It's not that he didn't have to do it. It's like you're in that position and you don't even like he. There's people who look up to this guy and he doesn't have the self. That bar, especially coming from him, isn't gonna go over. Like, what is he smoking? Honestly,
Hey, what hey, I don't know what you
who
did
is it?
with your audio. Hey bro, your audio changed and it didn't get good. It got kind of worse. What did you do?
Is that better?
Perfect. There you go. You sound like you standing right beside me. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like the fact that he even laid that in the studio, no one told him, like, yo, maybe you should change that. And I know how it's gonna get played off. It's gonna be played, oh, it was a leak. That wasn't supposed to come out. Well, you know what? Either way, you laid it at this point. It's out there. Do I think he said it with malice and all that shit, like intentionally to disrespect? No, but it's a disrespectful line. Like, and maybe I'd even have a different take on it if Kobe's daughter and other children didn't die on that chopper, because dead people get used in bars all the time. Let's be honest. But when you're talking about dead kids, like it's just foul, dude. The dude really needs to throw that thinking cap on because he clearly has misplaced it.
Yeah, I agree. I ain't gonna lie. I've heard, like you said, people deceased have you've heard it in battle raps and stuff like that. And that line is something I expected to hear somebody say, like on a URL stage, right? Where
Mm-hmm.
sometimes they go a little too far up there, but it's a live show, it's a one-off. You'll never hear, you know what I'm saying? They don't go out, it's not on the radio where it's gonna get constantly played. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like doing an improv almost. But it's a battle rap, and you do tend to be disrespectful when you're doing a battle, but come on, my G, like you didn't have to do that Kobe line, bro. It's too early for that. And
What's
yeah, I
crazy?
just I
Oh.
think he just got to be more responsible with his pen, his microphone, and like, come on, my G, like something like going down with my chopper, like, nah, my G, you can do better than that, me.
Even if you listen to the rest of the record, Mark, it sounded like on Little Baby's part, and the concept of the record was kind of like a Kobe tribute. I don't know if you heard the extended snippet, but to even throw that line where you saw that where Lil Baby was taking the record, like it was kind of like a Kobe tribute to a degree. And to take it there, it's just like, damn. But yo, when you were just talking about crazy lines and shit, you know what the craziest line, one of the craziest lines ever is? It's from Biggie. And this is one that gets
You look
swept
so
under the.
good. You look so
No, no,
good.
no, no.
Oh, okay.
It's worse than this. This one barely gets talked about.
My
Don't
dude
you
got don't you know my nigga got to kidnap kids,
fuck him in the ass, throw
throw
him
them
over
over
the
the
bridge.
bridge. Yeah, I knew it, bro. I know where you was going with it, man.
Yo, that's the most fucked up line ever.
Possibly, it's up there. It's definitely up there. Hey, did you hear anything about the update with the Tory Lane Meg
It was.
situation? Well, he can't speak on it. His lawyers are trying to get that. I guess he kind of got like a gag order, for lack of a better term. But basically, he can't talk about the case. He can't. It's like a restraining order. He can't be in the same room with her. He can't say nothing to her on social media. But she has talked about him, accused him about it. His lawyers have submitted a document to get that restraining order modified so he can at least speak his piece, because she is, out there saying, yeah, bitch, you going to jail and things like that.
You cut off. Who are you talking about? T.I.?
Nah, we was talking about Meg and Tory. Basically, his lawyers saying, hey, look, it's forensic evidence showing that other people may have fired a weapon. She said she was walking away, but then she said she saw him shoot her. You're talking about my client, and you're talking about me saying we are trying to hinder you, and people are trying to silence you. You're saying you're going to jail, bitch. All of this stuff, but he legally can't say anything back. So they're trying to tell the judge, hey, look, we're not telling you to police her speech, but definitely you got to lift some of this off of this man, because his silence is being mistaken as validation to her points. You want to speak on that at all?
I just think that, like, at the end of the day, no one knows what happened in that car. The way I think it went down, which is purely speculation, there was probably the gun came out. Who knows why? There was probably a tussle. Whatever happened, whatever really happened, it definitely wasn't on purpose. And I don't know. I mean, Meg's best friend was in the car, and she says it didn't go down the way Tori said it she said it didn't go down the way Meg's saying it goes down. So it's a big he said, she said. But Mark, we cannot talk about Tory Lanez without talking about his hairdo from this week. Did you catch that?
Oh man, you know that hit my line. I saw that. Yo, he got their hairline restoration. They did the edge up, they did the line, but they didn't do the middle. It's like they did the crust of the pie, but they ain't put nothing in the top part right here. And he was looking rough, bro. Like,
bro, how does he go out like that? Like,
it looked like he just had a look like he playing basketball with his homie. I was like, he need to play basketball with a hat on.
No, it was apparently a charity basketball game where he knew a crowd would be.
Oh no, he was there like that.
I don't understand. Part of me kind of respects him for it, but the other part, yo, you got to have a certain level of fucking pride to go out like that. Hey, he did it, and he was on Instagram today. His barber threw some of that black shit in his hair. You got a full do again.
Hey, look, you better not go outside in the rain. Can't play ball with that. That shit gonna be dripping all down his face. He's gonna have black tears going down his face.
Oh my God. See,
black sweat. That's that Beijing.
Being a celebrity, like, it just must be crazy. Imagine going out like that. You wake up, a million people are talking about your balding head. Like, that's some crazy shit to walk around with, man.
And right, and knowing that his name is in the media unfavorably right now too, you got to be careful. Like, you don't want to give him no ammunition to pick on you like that at all.
Hey, he's probably happy. I'd rather that being covered than the other thing.
Got a question for you. Let me ask you something. Is AZ a legend in your opinion?
I mean, as a New York dude, like, I would say yeah, but like, is he like I don't know, man. I mean, he's a legendary rapper. It's just his music. Just does he have great songs? Yeah, but it just as a whole, it just never really
resonated with you.
Yeah, like, I mean, you said AZ, right?
AZ from remember Nas? He did the joints. He most famously known for appearing on records with Nas.
The Flyers.
The Flyers. Life's a Bitch off the Nas debut album. He also was a member of the Firm. Had his own hit, which was Sugar Hill. Probably to date still one of his most popular or celebrated records, but or the one that got the most commercial success. But I heard Raekwon is supposed to be trying to do verses. I mean, AZ wants to do a verses with Raekwon.
Oh, stop!
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's the talk. What you think of that?
Listen, like, I mean, Raekwon is probably my favorite member of Wu-Tang, and I've said on the show before.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, he's the most solo catalog I've really listened to from Wu-Tang. I like his voice. I mean, he just sounds smooth when he talks that luxury shit. It just sounds good. He usually keeps some good production with him. And I'm sorry, AZ just doesn't have the catalog. I mean, I said I'm not the biggest Wu-Tang fan, but, he plays 5 Wu-Tang records. AZ's out of here. Me and my friend actually talked about that once. This was like 10, 11 years ago. My friend had a theory of why AZ never, like, popped. He said AZ was, like, too good of a rapper. This is around the time The Format dropped, which is a great song. But my friend said, like, he's just too, like, he sounds like he's so good at rhyming that it's like a computer. It doesn't really make sense, but I mean,
Steve Stout is on Drink Champ saying AZ just didn't have the talent to get on.
You know what?
And he was around him at the time. He was working with him. He was like, yeah, he just didn't have the talent. And
did he say talent or did he say drive?
I might pull it. I'll pull it up. I could have sworn he said the word talent. If I don't find it right here, I'll pull it up for you. But yeah, actually, I won't be able to find it right now because them Drink Champs interview long as hell. Yeah. So I ain't gonna be able to find it right here.
That pisses me off.
Yes, he did say that though.
Pisses me off because you know what, Steve Stout, for all he's done on the business side, it's like, dude, you're not a person making the. I I mean, I guess it's just what people do. We all critique music, but someone on the business side with that much stature attached to their name, he really should just shut the fuck up. Like, that's disrespectful to say. It really is.
Yeah, he was like something about like, yeah, he would show up on time, he was on time and do things like that, but just that drive, or I might be saying drive, but talent, but basically putting the rhymes down and recording them and the songs, this type of songs he made. He said he wasn't as talented.
Maybe he means from like an actual songwriting standpoint with the hooks, or maybe he was a someone who took long to write. You know, maybe he went to the studio with AZ a couple times, and AZ's one of those writers who was like, oh, you know, he has to go home and sit with the beat. Maybe nothing got done. Maybe he spent some money on some AZ studio sessions where, you know, AZ didn't get much done. I mean, I don't know. I think it's kind of whack for him to say that, but
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
If he, I kind of think he said drive. I don't know if he would actually say talent, but well, I guess we'll.
If
I'll
when I find that link, I'll send it to you. It's an older interview, but I'll pull it up and I'll send it to you, and I send the timestamp. What's up, Asian Math? Dr. Dre's soon to be ex-wife says he lets other women wear her clothes.
Hold on, say he say his ex. Say it again.
Dr. Dre's estranged wife, soon to be divorced, Nicole Young. She said he is since she's been out the house, he is having other women at the house and he's allowing them to wear her clothes and go through her wardrobe.
So he's talking about Omarion's ex, or Omarion's baby mother.
April.
Yeah, April. Who, if you guys
she didn't say no name. I didn't want to say that. You get what I'm saying? But Dr. Dre got so much bread, man. Like, he probably could have just bought the girl the same thing. Or I'm sure she has so many clothes in there. I'm sure she probably got a bunch of new stuff in there that's never even been worn. You get what I'm saying?
You know what, man? No matter how that's foul, regardless. You're going through a breakup, and you're having your new. Maybe that picture that was snapped of them outside of that restaurant, maybe that was his ex-wife's bra. Did you see what she was wearing? She just had like a suit. Like, not for nothing. Maybe I'm just like an old man now, but like, yo, if I'm going out, I don't want my girl there in a bra with a fucking suit jacket on. Is that just me? Am I just a loser? Or like,
well, you are a loser, but not for that though. But go ahead.
No, but like, seriously, I mean, I don't understand. What you know, you're Dr. Dre. You're gonna get tons of attention anyway because you're out with a new woman. But as if that's not enough, she has to be parading around with a suit jacket and nothing but a bra on underneath.
Yeah, that's her swag, man. That's probably just probably how she dressed. But yeah, King Asian Math, how you feel?
Hey, 55 said no 55 mil, as we all should feel. Oh man, that's I mean, as I've been on record saying, I'm a live and let live type person. You know, I understand circumstances come and some require explanation, some don't. So let's go back to the divorce, because what I have heard, I don't know where the lies begin and the truth ends. If she's moved, she's definitely said, hey, I'm moving on, I'm gone, I'm through, yada yada yada, right? The wife,
as soon as she gets that check, sure.
What's the question? I ain't hear. What was the question again?
Well, she says she's through with the relationship. She's cutting ties with Dr. Dre, right?
Yeah, she filed for divorce. Absolutely.
Yeah, she's out the house. She's doing her thing. If you didn't take it, this is just me. If you didn't take everything with you, and we're in a whole new year, this has been going on since last year. If you haven't took all that stuff with you, or made any effort to come back and get it, or haven't been blocked from coming to get it, why is it even an issue with you? I mean, I'm not complaining to any of my exes about some PlayStation games I left at their house and some niggas sitting up there playing with it. I ain't tripping. Oh, you got my 2K15 over, and that nigga build it up avatar. You know, I'm just saying that maybe it's just me. I mean, to me, it's like, don't sweat the small stuff. You know what I'm saying?
All right, shit. Let's keep it moving then. Michael B. Jordan is allegedly dating Lori Harvey. Boosie recently did an interview, and he said basically, quote, I think we need to stop giving the power to women in these situations, said Boosie. End quote. Next quote, he said, girls keep saying it's goals, but this is not goals. We got to start giving the bachelors, the men who are running through a beautiful woman like this, the credit, not for housing her, but for running through her. And he was like, basically, Michael B. Jordan seems like he a simp. He's the type of simp that will wife up Lori Harvey. Anybody want to say? And he was like, he would go, another quote. I know Lori Harvey is a beautiful woman, but we got to stop giving the glory to the women. What about the bachelors? What about the futures, the Trey Songz? They are the ones bending through these hoes. We got to start giving them the credit instead of Lori. Lori Harvey, if I'm not mistaken, did date one of Diddy's kids and then started being seen with him as well. Yep. So that's a little wild for me. But go ahead. I'll let y'all give me y'all take on that.
To be honest, I mean, and I don't even like Boozy. I really don't. Like when Mike Tyson sunned him, that was like one of the greatest moments of my life. But
wow,
I gotta agree.
You need to get out more.
I gotta agree with him, man. Like, I mean, just what you said, Mark. She's with Diddy's son, then she's with Diddy. I mean, this is Steve Harvey's kid, right?
Stepchild.
All right. What has she done on her own merit? She have any credentials other than doing this shit where she's with a new guy every week?
I don't know anything about Lori Harvey other than people start talking about Lori Harvey. Then I saw her. I was like, okay, yeah, she's an attractive young lady. But
there you go. That says it all. That's why I agree with him. This girl has no talent. I mean, excuse me. She's aside from having her dad's last name or her stepfather's last name, and she's seen with all these dudes. That's goals. And you know what? In the era we live in, where it's all about looking good for the gram and social media, that is what these kids and these people in their 20s, that is goals to them because they're fucking idiots.
Go ahead, Agent Man. What's your take?
Once again, I don't know. I know of her, you know, through the little rumblings that I heard. I'm really not really well educated on Lori Harvey or whatever the case.
Did you hear what I asked? The question?
Yeah. Should she be glorified, or should the guys running through her be glorified?
Yeah, that's what Boosie's question. Boosie basically says she's getting ran through. Like, we giving the girls too much power versus the guys who are actually running through them. How do you feel about that? Is Michael B. Jordan a simp for wifing her up?
Once again, I don't know if everything they said about it is true. I wouldn't wife her. You know, I run through her, and you know, I don't know how serious he is. He's probably just saying what he got to say just for PC. You know, he probably one of the ones just running through her. You know what I'm saying? But just answering the question directly, I would side with Boosie. Like, it's enough to go around. It's enough publicity to go around for both sides. She could get glorified for doing the Kardashian startup kit on the Ebony side, Melanin side, and the guys could, you know, get their bagging points on 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Have the social media rank her. You know, but if she's still in her 20s, she should be entitled to do what she do. You know, fuck like you want to fuck. You know what I'm saying? You know, make Steve Harvey look better about his book. You know.
Okay. Hey, did y'all ever watch that show called Atlanta with Donald Glover?
Yes, great show. Great show.
Love that show. He is severing ties with FX and now taking the show over to Amazon.
Oh man, come on.
The show will be on Amazon now instead of FX. Why do you not like that move?
Because I mean, I have Netflix, I have Hulu. I'm not getting another streaming platform. So now that means I'm going to have to find a pirate website and stream it off my TV, which is always a headache.
Oh, yeah, I got Amazon, so I'm cool with it. Plus, I feel like they'd probably be able to be a little more raw on Amazon Prime versus on FX.
You're right about that. FX is known to push. It's not like being on USA or They go a little farther on FX, but yeah, he could probably go even farther now, without a doubt.
Do you watch that show, Asian Math? You ever heard of it, Atlanta?
No, I saw little clippings of it about a few years ago, but now I don't follow it religiously like that. No, I don't. But I do agree that moving to another platform, you probably be more creative, more transparent, more adult driven with the content. So yeah, it's a smart move. I have Amazon Prime as well. And so yeah, that'll be a good move. It looked like a lot of people moving to Amazon Prime before it's their streaming service and content. You know, that in Disney Plus. So
All right,
yeah.
all right. What's up, Neo?
Coming in hot. Look out.
What's up, my G? How you feel?
Man, it's colder than penguin pussy out here, man. What is this?
Where you at? What state of the city you riding through?
Just riding through Oklahoma right now. Just got through here. The DEF fuel, the reefer, not reefer fuel, but the fuel for the exhaust.
I know what DEF fluid is. What about it?
Yeah, that shit was frozen. There's several of these places I'm supposed to be getting fuel at.
What? You gotta have that DEF, man.
Yeah. Hold on.
You gotta have that. That's like having gas in your thing, man. You gotta have that DEF fluid. We'll pass it back to you though in a second though. What was the other news I had? We're just going through some news topics, man. Just talking a little trash over here on the backup channel.
Did you touch? I missed a few seconds when I was coming in. Did you touch on Kanye?
We briefly about Kim filing for divorce officially. Yeah. Speak on it. No, I mean, but let's be honest. Who thought that marriage was gonna last forever?
It lasted longer than I thought it would, honestly.
I mean, she had a baby every year almost, didn't she?
Yeah. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I hate to say this. Whenever Kanye goes through something like this, the result has always been like great music. So I don't know, but it seems like this. I could see this being a real like amicable split, and maybe it's not gonna, give Kanye that edge that I feel like he needs. Because honestly, I haven't felt Kanye since the Kids See Ghost album. It's really bad out here for Kanye. It's sad.
Yeah, I didn't even check that album. I think
you gotta check that, Mark.
Oh, I might have heard it one time. That's him and Kid Cudi, right?
Yeah,
I listened to it literally one time.
Hey, can I ask y'all honest opinion?
Sure.
Yeah, y'all gonna be honest with me?
It depends on the question, man. Don't ask me if I ever,
no, it's not about me. I'm asking for a diagnosis of will I be a simp for wifing Kim Kardashian?
You personally, or is anyone a simp for doing it?
Me, myself. I'm gonna send you some receipts in a little bit.
No, I would say that you're getting to it, man. I'd give you all the props in the world. Okay. Make sure you get a prenup so you can, or whatever you got to sign to make sure you get half of her shit afterwards.
Shit, she got more money than me. Shit, prenup would be a bad idea. Shit.
That's what I'm saying. Get a prenup so you could be entitled to all she has.
No, you're not gonna get a pre.
Oh my God! What kind of shows we have?
Backwards. That's backwards. A prenup. That's a prenuptial agreement. That means what I got is mine. And you leave with what you came in with. He wouldn't want that.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know where the fuck my head is at right now.
It's up your ass, but it's all good. Hey, look, man. Why you asked that question? You said you're gonna send us some receipts. What you been chopping it up with Kim behind the scenes?
Oh, she might jump on the panel, man. Let's say something for when you get your page back up, so this could be breaking news. You know
right? Yeah, man. I'm so sick about my channel.
The question was, will I be a simp if I wiped her up?
No. Any regular guy who could get with Kim Kardashian would get mad respect from me. It's just the celebrities who don't really need the relationship who get with her that I will judge.
Well, Lamar Odom said when he was on Drink Champs, he said by him getting with Khloe Kardashian, that's how he think he got 6th Man of the Year. You know what I'm saying? Because he had more eyeballs on his name was out there more.
Yeah, man, that's the world, and it's sad that like that's what will bring the eyes to talent. But you got to do what you got to do, I guess, in today's fucking climate.
My boy Big Wood said, "Not me." Hey, look, and, but why did you ask that, Asian Math? What's the? Is there anything else
Just
from that?
my perspective, we were saying Michael B. Jordan sent for wiping up Steve Harvey's daughter, stepdaughter, whatever she is.
Because Michael B. Jordan, I mean, you too. Michael B. Jordan has access, and he can probably find somebody who hasn't been conquered
Right.
as much. Hasn't had that flagpole stuffed down on the lawn as many times. But yeah, man, I was like, damn, that's it. Lori Harvey, like it's like the same dude. These same dudes be dating the same girls. It's like dudes be groupies for groupies. We heard that before. Like dudes are groupies for groupies. Like, why do you want a girl that everybody in your profession too? That's like imagine you worked at a school. Do you want the teacher that slept with the gym teacher, the principal, the assistant principal, the math teacher? Like we all walk in the same, basically the entertainment industry. I wouldn't want a woman who's been quote unquote passed around that much, but that's just me. But in other news, Dolly Parton has the state of Tennessee has entered a legislature to build a statue for Dolly Parton. She told them, "Don't build no statue for me. Don't do that." She said she does not want them to build a statue for her.
Why she feel like they will sexualize it? Oh, 1 second. R.I.P. to
She just said it isn't appropriate at this time.
Yeah.
But go ahead. R.I.P. to who?
The Fat Boys, B.S. Marquis.
You mean Prince? Prince?
Prince Marquis. Yeah, I did say B.S. Prince Marquis.
Yeah, Prince Marquis D. Yeah, we definitely want to give him a shout out, some flowers for him and his family. This is a picture of him on the screen. We definitely open the show that way. Fat Boys, if you do know your history, they used to be called the Disco 3. And yeah, man, it's just unfortunate, man. 52 years old, very young, you know.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, man, rest in peace. Shoot, I ain't got too much up here today, man, to talk about, man. I just wanted to chop it up with y'all, see if y'all had anything y'all wanted to discuss. I think Mulatto changed her name officially to Big Lotto as well. Right. She got a lot of backlash because her name, Mulatto, Mulatto. People just said, "Hey, man, you need to change your name. That's not a good look. It deals with racism and stereotypes. You should change your name." Do y'all think she should have changed her name from Mulatto to Big Lotto?
I just feel like most times in my life where I've heard mulatto, it was black people saying it. I never knew it was like a racial term. Is it, Mark, from your travels?
Yeah, it comes from racial back in the day, having mixed children. That people call you a mutt or things like that. But it has a negative connotation depending on who says it and how they say it. But basically by definition, it's just a person of mixed race between white and black ancestry. Though one has a white parent, one has a black parent.
I would have just changed it to Lotto at that point. I don't know, something about Big Lotto. I'm picturing like Big Smoke from GTA San Andreas.
Yeah, but it comes from the spelling comes from, I'm just doing a Google, Spanish and Portuguese word mulatto, Mulato. It was a common term in the southeastern United States during the era of slavery.
Mark, were you personally, when you heard of
She's
mulatto?
22. She's 22 years old, man. Come on, what do you expect, right?
Were you personally offended by the name?
Too much noise. I'm getting some noise somewhere. Neil, I need you to mute your mic. Thank you. Yeah, but go ahead. What you say, Killer?
Were you before like the public outcry and stuff? Like, did you have any issue with the name? I mean, is she half black, half white?
Nope. Never cared.
Yeah,
Never
I don't
cared
know.
much. But me, I know she's a chick from the South. Well, I think she's originally from Ohio, but I heard her down here repping Clayton County and on songs with Gucci Mane. Like, I mean, I don't have a lot of expectations for a lot of people anyway. As far as their name, their music, it is what it is. Nowadays, artists come and go very fast, and I just be looking for a hit record that I can DJ at the club. Like, whoa, What's your record? And then from there we get it popping. If it's good, it's good. If it's not, it's not. And then they got to drop another one and keep repeating. So I never really cared too much about the young lady's name. I did know she was a young lady. She was attractive. She is. Well, I said was, but she's an attractive young lady. I mean, do your thing, Big Lotto. I don't care. But people knew that was her name when they signed her, and then now it's pressure to change her name.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think some be
Go ahead.
publicity from the get go. They already know down the line it's gonna strike a chord. It just they set their watch to it, and once the alarm go off, now she has a buzz, and that's just my take on it. I think some of that stuff is real. I wouldn't be surprised if a young European guy or female come out with the rap name Big Nigga. You know.
Oh, good night. Good night. What are we doing here, man?
Yo,
what are we
Mark,
doing?
real quick, did you see the new company name for Aunt Jemima?
No. What's it called?
Google it quick, because I can't remember the name and I don't have a computer in front of me. But dude, well, what about you guys? Did you guys have a issue with Aunt Jemima?
I'm be honest,
go ahead.
Well, I was young when I was introduced to Aunt Jemima, so I did get it. You know, it was kind of like if we're having a Joan and a roasting session, you look like Aunt Jemima or something like that. You know, so it was more on a humorous comedian side. I didn't see the in-depth, racial tone and effect of it, at an early age.
Pearl Milling? Is that what they're gonna call it now?
Pearl Mill, yeah, something like that.
Well, look, what I knew was I did not know the history of it. I didn't look at it no kind of way. I'm from that era where we was eating Aunt Jemima, we was eating Bisquick too. Like we would have the off-brand. Aunt Jemima used to cost too much, so I would have that great value pancake mix sometimes. So, but once I did hear about it, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's kind of whack. Same thing with the Uncle Ben thing, right? Like it's a racial stereotype. But I just feel like in the year 2021, now Pepsi is the parent company, what I'm looking at right here. So we are starting a new day with Pearl Milling Company. A PepsiCo spokesman said a new day rooted in the brand historic beginnings and its mission to create moments that matter at the breakfast table. Get out of here.
Well, you know what, Mark? Ever since that Pepsi commercial where Kendall Jenner gave that black dude that can of Pepsi, they've been at the center of race relations.
Who?
Pepsi.
Since she gave a black dude what?
You don't remember that commercial a couple years ago where like there's mad shit going on the streets? There's like racial I don't know, there's just an uprising going on, but then in the Pepsi commercial, Kendall Jenner comes up, gives a black dude a can of Pepsi, and shit's all good.
Nah, I don't remember that. That's lame. But this is what it looks like now. Pearl Milling Company. This shit look off-brand. This shit look like off-brand like a motherfucker, man. No disrespect, excuse my language, but nah, man.
Is Aunt Jemima still in that little circle or no?
Nah, it's like a little house up here.
Now, isn't that worse to take her off the packaging? They couldn't change the name and keep her on though?
I don't know, cause I think that was a real person, man. Like that might have been somebody's likeness and image. Like that might have been somebody's great grandmama or something. Like, are y'all gonna pay the people?
Aunt Jemima was made up, 100% made up.
But that picture though, that drawing, is that a drawing or is that a stylized picture? Because I was looking at something. It was like Aunt Jemima's family want reparations.
God.
Yes, man. They want royalties. They suing. Let me pull this up. Aunt Jemima family sue. Family of one of the women who portrayed Aunt Jemima. Let me pull it up. This is June. So this case is still going as we speak, but $2 billion. Family of one of the women who portrayed Aunt Jemima sued for $2 billion in reparation. Yeah, she's suing. And they was like the Quaker Oats insist that the brand character is fictitious. Larnell, let me see her name. Larnell Evans Jr. Oh, this is a dude. Oh, okay. Larnell Evans Jr., 47 years old, is the great-great-grandson of Anna Short Harrington, who allegedly played Aunt Jemima at fairs and advertisements in 1935. And I mean in 1935. Yeah, they sued for $2 billion. They said she was never paid. They want they cut. What y'all think of that?
That's a lot of syrup. I mean, maybe maybe the image was like you said, just just a drawing, and they found a woman who kind of looked like her, and now this dude's trying to get a come up, or it could be true. Who knows? I mean,
And not here we go. In 1897, Anna Shore Harrington was hired by Quaker Oats to play Aunt Jemima in 1935, according to the story of Aunt Jemima. It's not clear how long she worked for the company, but she basically was modeled after an enslaved woman named Nancy Green in 1890. Below is the earliest as you can find, and basically he was like, "This is my family, these my people, and y'all never paid her, and y'all been using her all these years." Same thing with that lady who played the Gerber baby, though, man. That was actually a drawing of a baby. The lady entered in a contest. She won. I think they might have gave her like a couple $100s back then, and they still use that Gerber baby to this day.
that's nuts.
That lady who drew that doesn't get no residual. She gets nothing. She probably would got that little $500 that she got almost 100 years ago.
Hey, that shit was like 10 grand back then.
Yeah.
But hey, hopefully that Aunt Jemima's great nephew gets some money.
Great grandson.
PepsiCo has fucking enough money to go around. They'll probably give him something to shut him up.
All right, how you feel about that, guys? Y'all feel about her about the great grandson suing? He want to get paid.
Yeah, I mean, that's considered intellectual property. That's her. That's the image likeliness. So, yeah, I feel that there should be some type of kickback to the family. It all started, from them. So, yeah, they done monetized off of it. So, yeah, it's only right.
All right.
The family shouldn't have to ask. They should just send something like, here, a check show up in the mail.
All right, Colin Kaepernick is working on a film. It's called Colin in Black and White. It's a Netflix series about Colin Kaepernick that is being directed by Ava DuVernay. Production was shut down due to Proud Boys making calls and threatening the production staff. Anybody got anything?
No comment.
You got anything about the Proud Boys threatening, I guess, the production staff for this new Colin Kaepernick series on Netflix? Asia Mav, Neil, anybody?
Yeah, like how they gonna really start threatening for about a short film?
I can't even hear you, bro. What's going on with your audio? Try one more time. Couldn't hear you, man. Try it again. All right. We'll come back to him. Go ahead, Asian man. Oh, there we go. Go ahead, Neil.
I'm go ahead and keep myself on mute right now. I think my headphones are screwed or something.
Yeah, man. That sounds bad, man. That sounds real bad. Go ahead, Asian man. If you got anything you want to say about this?
Yeah, I think it's unfortunate. They probably should have released some of the messages that was being said or whatever. But I mean, let Colin Kaepernick do his thing in peace. Whatever the spin be put on Colin Kaepernick, was he doing it for the real cause? How authentic he was? To me, in my estimation, it's all been in the sake of peace. He wasn't backlash. He just doing something peacefully, peaceful demonstration. Let it stay peaceful. What's the sense in all this? Cussing out crazy messages and all that stuff.
All right, this will be the last thing right here. Tessica Brown, aka Gorilla Glue. Girl, are y'all familiar with this story?
Yeah.
With this chick? Let's start there. How do y'all feel about this Tessica Brown, aka Gorilla Glue girl?
I heard she already has a lawyer on retainer. She's already got a GoFundMe and made tons of money. I think it's sad. I'm about to go get some Gorilla Glue and put it on my head.
But why is she got a lawyer on retainer for what?
She's gonna sue Gorilla Glue now.
Oh, because they don't have it on the package. Do not use in hair or something.
It's definitely on the back. I mean, any asshole. You see, this is so sad. It's so sad.
Because she said she ran out of this other type of glue. So she sprayed that Gorilla Glue stuff on her hair. Okay, it's 51 minutes ago. Tessica Brown denies rumors of her suing Gorilla Glue. She has denied that rumor.
But she
But
did
they
have
said,
a GoFundMe.
and it says Tessica Brown receives GoFundMe dough after fraud claims were debunked. So I guess people said she was trying to fraud people, commit fraud, and come to find out they was like, no, this is not no fraud. This is really happened. This is really her. And at the time, it was $23,000 in the account that had been donated.
But what is the donation
She only
for?
she said she had only asked for $1,500 to cover her medical costs from her going to the ER, but the money just kept coming, and it ended up being about $23,000.
Damn, man. Yeah, I don't even understand how that happens. You think the internet would just laugh her out of the room? I can't believe people came out of pocket for this. I don't
Yeah.
understand.
Oh, and kind of find out Dr. Michael Obeng, Obeng, got the glue out of her hair for free. He's also reaping the benefits. His Beverly Hills practice has been flooded with new customers for regular plastic surgery, not just not glue removal, but I'm reading, bro. I'm reading it straight off the press. But yeah, I didn't know she had $23,000. And she
Yeah,
said,
last time I checked, it was like 17,000.
yeah, so she's planning to donate the lion's share of the money in her GoFundMe account to a charitable organization that provides reconstructive surgery. But now she can't even withdraw the cash because the GoFundMe had frozen account after it got flooded with claims that she had pulled a fast one. As you probably know, there's a conspiracy theory out here that Tessica did not really glue her hair. She cooked this all up to get internet sympathy. And look, bro, when I saw the girl doing that junk looked real to me. And I never underestimate people doing dumb things, bro. That is crazy.
No, that was definitely real. But at the same time, I don't think she deserves all that money, man. I think the people who donated, especially if she got it done for free and it's out in the open now, let's be
But
honest.
she had already went to the ER at first. Remember, they showed her there and they sent her home. You left with a hospital bill, even though they just sent her home with some wipes and they gave her some what's to call it, basically some saline, put some water on it, and gave her some alcohol swabs, some acetone strips.
Well, I'm gonna say it now. We know she's not donating that money.
Should she though?
She's not going to.
But should she? Even though she said it.
I think that the money should be given back, except for the ER bill, because what else is there to give her money for?
But but it's not her fault. She asked for $1,500 and people gave her $23,000.
For $23,000, she should have to go glue her hair again and glue her eyebrows off.
Oh, you wildin'. Yo, you wildin', my G.
For real, $23,000.
It's not her fault though. You get what I'm saying? If I say, hey, I need $1,500 and I end up getting so many donations that is equal, like I said, $23,000. Is it her fault? No.
No, you're right. I'm just saying she's not going to donate it. Let's be honest. If she needed $1,500 for the ER, there's no way maybe she'll donate like $5,000, maybe something, but not the bulk. I put my life on that.
All right. Olivia Dope leaves the podcast. See, the thing is, I never watched that show. I watched a half of one episode, that first episode, and I just couldn't really get into it. No disrespect to those people that's doing it. Good job for you. Kudos to you ladies. But I really couldn't get into that episode. I think it was one it was talking about Tory Lane needs to read the room. I'm like, and all of this, that, and the third. And I'm like, it was just like I don't know, man. Shoot, I got an old lady and a baby right now. I don't even want to hear them talking but so much. You think I'm gonna listen to 3 other women I don't even know talk on? Come on, man.
3 fake woke bitches in a room, like I said.
I don't even know those. I don't even know what the Olivia Dope is, what the other girl is. They ain't even like, they're not even that attractive to me. Anyway, you get what I'm saying?
Would you like the backstory on why she left?
Yeah, enlighten us.
So basically, Joe came up to the podcast a couple weeks ago. When he was there, he called.
I remember that's been about a month now, almost.
Yeah. Things have happened since then, but this is really what popped it off. So first he called them bitches like twice on the podcast, joking. But you call a strong black woman a bitch, she's not gonna fucking take that shit. Then he popped up again. He hugged her and started dry humping her on one of the episodes, and then last week on one of the episodes he said he needs to get a dick in that room to keep him in check, and basically alluded to the fact he only hires women he wants to fuck.
How did he say that? You said
Exactly
he
how he
alluded.
said it.
So he didn't allude to it. That's a direct quote. I only hire women I want to sleep.
What he actually said is Rick Ross says that he doesn't hire women
Yeah,
because
he don't find women. Yeah, because he said, I know I'm gonna want to sleep with them. Got you
and then
looking.
Button basically alluded to like, I feel him on that because I want to smash all the women I employ. That's basically what he said. So Olivia Dope went on Twitter. She said she was leaving the podcast. She thanked the podcast production crew. She thanked Bridget. She thanked Mandy. And then later on in the day, she tweeted again and said she doesn't stand for disrespect. When she sees or hears disrespect, she leaves, and that's what she did. And that's all the information we really have so far about it.
So what how was her reaction when he did the little dry hump thing? Because I saw it at a clip on your show. She get a hug, and he kind of gyrates his hips a little bit. But in real time, what did she say? What was the reaction in the room?
It was giggles and shit. But I believe the next week or 2 weeks later, she said that she did feel uncomfortable when that happened, when they were having a conversation on their podcast.
Yeah, why did he even get up and hug her anyway?
Because what had happened on that show is the one co-host, Mandy, brought up the fact that Olivia felt slighted in a private conversation text message they were having about how Joe brought Karen Civil and that podcast on without telling the girls or letting their podcast build up before bringing another female podcast in. And Mandy kind of let that out of the bag. So,
but who are you to tell an employer who else to hire?
She's not, but this is the thing, Mark. She didn't say that to Joe Budden. She was saying that to Mandy in a private conversation. So
And Mandy said it on the show, though.
Yes, so that's not really Olivia Dope's. She's
But
saying
even still, whether you said it in private, regardless, now it's out here, it's public. Who are you as an employee to care or have an opinion about who I, as an employer, hire?
Yeah, but you're saying it to your co-host, and let's just do a hypothetical. Let's say let's say Amazon Podcasts a couple years ago when they first launched their podcast network brought over Joe Budden, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 weeks later, right when Joe hasn't even built up a buzz yet or got his shit off the ground, they announced that they're bringing in, who knows, fucking Nas for a podcast. You think Joe would be cool with that? We'd be like, oh, this is fucked up. This is the other thing. I feel where you're coming from.
Podcasts that Spotify have. When Joe was over there, they kept bringing in different podcasts. Like, I could have put a podcast over there. You got podcasts.
They were bullshit podcasts. I'm talking if he brought someone of stature, because as much as I hate Karen Civil, she's more known than the three girls on that.
They brought Joe Rogan in. They brought, what's the other white dude in who had a network?
And Joe had a problem.
With glasses.
Joe had a problem with it. When Bill Burr came in, wait, not Bill, is it Bill Burr? I don't know, some white guy. And then Joe Rogan, Joe ranted for hours on end about it. So, and I don't know, Mark.
I never heard him say, I'm mad that y'all bringing in Joe Rogan. He was just like, shit, I want to get my money now too. Y'all paying him like this, I want to get more money.
I don't know, man. He ranted a lot. He didn't directly say he's pissed about it, but he might as well have.
Okay. Anybody else got anything to add it up?
No, sound like podcast problems.
I'm so sick of podcasts, of this podcast talking about podcasts. I'm talking about Joe Budden's. Like, I miss when it was just jokes. I'm sick of hearing a podcast that only talks about a podcast. And that's ironic coming from me because I have a podcast about a podcast.
All right. Let's talk about this. The dude has pled not guilty. Former NFL player, Chad Wheeler, who viciously assaulted his girlfriend. She did an interview recently. He's pled not guilty to 3 charges, including domestic violence and assault. He used to play for the Seahawks, Seattle Seahawks. he's a big dude too, and this is a very small woman. He said he thought she was dead, so he sat down and ate his dinner, and then she started coming. I guess she can't start coming back to consciousness, and he was like, "Oh, I thought you was dead."
He admitted to hitting her, or
well, of course he didn't say that to her. He pled not guilty, but he's 6'7", 315 pounds. It's a clip of him getting arrested. I guess he wasn't quite complying right away. And they basically just saying, "Hey man, you're gonna get fucking tased." Quote, this a quote, "Hey, you're gonna get fucking tased if you don't knock this shit off right fucking now. You understand me? You're gonna get fucking knocked out. So knock it off." Wheeler responds, he said, "Please, I'm sorry, I'll do whatever you guys want." To which an officer said, "Stop, then stop fucking fighting," because I guess they're trying to put the cuffs on him. And he's been a little resistant. So he was telling them, please don't shoot me. But he's 6'7", 315 pounds. That's a lot of rounds, man. That's a big dude. You get what I'm saying? You ain't about to just do the one-on-one with him. Yeah, man. That's like, this dude is bigger than Tyson Fury, 315 pounds. So he's about Deontay Wilder's height, but he weighs more than Tyson Fury, 300 pounds. But yeah, man, he's definitely out the league. I don't see a lot of the mainstream sports media talking about this case too much. But we saw that Ray Rice clip over and over again. So how do y'all feel about this right here, and about Chad Wheeler basically beating this woman within an inch of her life? And I'm looking at the pictures right here. Truly disgusting. Truly disgusting. She is split up. Like when you see a picture what she looked like regular, and then you see this picture beside her how she looks now, it's like he changed that girl. Like she's covered in blood. She's split by her eye and her nose. Her nose is bloody. It's blood on her cheek. It's blood on her hair. Yeah, man. She looked like she got hit by a car or something. When you see the picture of her laid out in the hospital, her face is fractured and swollen. Got cuts on her face. Just yeah, she looks bad, man.
Yeah. So the first question I gotta ask is he out the league? I mean, ain't no chance of coming back. He's gone.
Well, I can't say if it's no chance, but as of right now, he has been released and nobody has picked him up.
I know he should be gone definitely. Not no indefinitely. No, none of that talk. He should be gone. That's first thing first. And yeah, I did see one image of her. I believe she was at the hospital, face all bloody. It might be the same image you saw as well. And in that article that I was reading and saw that image, it was somewhere in there that prior to that he was going through some type of mental, and this is them talking, this not me, so I'm not making no excuse or giving anyone a pass. It was something was said in there to the point of him having a mental disorder prior to that, or going through some type of emotional whatever. Still, to me, no excuse. Go get help.
Yeah, I mean, well, you gotta have some mental disorder to do this right here, because this woman is literally half your size, and like this is a vicious assault. And then for you to be a professional athlete in the NFL, you got to hold yourself to a higher standard right there, man. I just think that's crazy. For first of all, just beating on a woman anyway, but when
can you put the picture up, Mark?
Nah, I can't do that. I can't do that. I could send you the link though.
Is it worse than Rihanna?
Yeah. To me, it is. If not just as bad, if not worse.
To me, it's way worse.
Yeah, because you see all the blood on her, right?
Right. And look like the blood coming from everywhere. Like he ain't just hit her.
Yeah, it's like under her nose. It's like a split right here. Yeah, she just yeah, it's bad, man.
So I said all that to say that's probably his reasoning of pleading not guilty based on whatever evidence would come out as far as his mental disorders or whatever the case.
Well, that would be guilty by insanity then, right? I can picture them trying to use a CTE defense, but that means you're gonna have to admit to guilt too, though. You get what I'm saying? But let me wrap this up. Who should not drop an album in 2021? It's a list going on right here. I saw this on Hip Hop DX, and they was like 10 artists who should not drop an album this year. Just go off in order, and y'all tell me what y'all think. All right. Number 10, Takashi 69. They said he shouldn't drop an album this year because the album that he did drop, Tattletales, it basically was a commercial flop. Yeah, when he dropped the videos, the videos did numbers, but as far as sales, it wasn't a success. Tory Lanez was number 9, Kanye number 8, French Montana number 7, Little Pump number 6, and number 5, Blueface, number 4, Joyner Lucas, number 3, Young Boy Never Broke Again, number 2, Smoke Perp, and number 1, Chance the Rapper.
Check. All right, let's see if it's working.
I can't hear you, man. Say that again.
I was trying to check to see if this headset works. I got a different one I normally don't use when I want to see if it works.
We can hear you, but it's not quality. It don't sound quality like how everybody else sound, but we can make out enough that you can make a statement briefly. Please go ahead.
All right, briefly, Tekashi should. I don't know why we're still recognizing him as an artist at all. Like, honestly, not sure why he's even, like, if anybody should be doxxed or something like that or whatever, like, this man should allowed to make another record just for his own safety. Just leave him alone. I think Chance should make a record. I'm not sure why he's even on the list like in first place, but yeah, that's just my opinion.
Yeah, man. Hey, big dog, that is bad. It's getting bad. It's going from bad to worse, big dog. I don't know if you got the window down or what, but you might have to jump out and try to chop back in. But yeah, I don't know if it's the headset or if you got to go in there and change the settings. But yeah, that's terrible, man. That's a terrible listening experience. No disrespect.
That was an FBI voice masking.
Go ahead, Asian man.
I said that was that FBI voice masking.
I don't know what the hell that sound like. That shit is terrible, nigga. On the radio, like he's talking to us through a CB radio. But how do y'all feel about this list of these artists should not drop an album this year?
From the hindsight, it sounds good, but we don't know what kind of content they would drop. They could drop something good, but I mean, just based on their recent, their recent work, I would agree with all of it.
Yeah, Chance is being sued. It looks like by Pat how you say his name? Corcoran is filed a $2 million lawsuit because he said he hasn't getting paid. Smoke Perp sold less than 5,000 copies with his last release. The reason why they said Young Boy shouldn't do that because he has some legal woes going on right now. But also he hasn't really been producing quality music. He did knock up Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s daughter though. So
are they married?
I'm not sure she's married, but I do know she has a case filed. She has a case over an assault on his ex lady.
Tory Lanez was on that list, right?
Tory Lanez was number 9.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, dude. He puts out quality projects every time. His Daystar album was a banger from top to bottom. That's just them doing their public PR, PC list. The same reason Tekashi's on that list. Do I like Tekashi? No. But honestly, with what just happened with Meek last week, he'd be dumb not to put out a project within the next month or two. Kanye, I mean, I haven't really felt anything from Kanye, but I'm not going to say he shouldn't put out a fucking album this year. I mean, you never know. Kanye's next. Maybe he's got something crazy lined up. Chance the Rapper, I completely agree with. If I don't.
But someone say his Jesus is King album wasn't that good.
No, it's trash.
And coming back off of trying to run for office, president, things like that, and he's going through a divorce. He might just have too much going on where it'll be a distraction from the music. They are definitely wrong about this Daystar album. They said it he said he tried to paint himself the victim on this album, and she was like, and they was like, but let's get this straight. Not only was releasing the project a horrible decision, it's also terrible music. No,
Wow.
can't say the music was terrible. They was like, he's still recovering from Meg's scorching diss track, Shots Fired. That shit was not scorching to me.
Oh my! Do you see what they did? Honestly, Mark, I don't know how much you frequent Hip Hop DX, but it is such a trash publication. If you read some of these articles, like it's just like I can't believe people get paid to write the shit that's on there. Like there's maybe one good article every month now. There's always just some trash. So like, little Uzi Vert gets a tattoo on some girl's ass. So like, it's just like shit that shouldn't even be news. They make news. You know who shouldn't drop an album this year? Meek Mill. Meek needs to go away, make the game miss him for like 2 years. He needs to just go away. And then in 2 years, everyone will miss him. He could bounce back. But if he's going to
What was
keep
the
up
last album though?
his last album wasn't bad. It was good.
And when was
Championships.
it?
2018, the end of it.
Yeah, it's been a couple years. It's time.
Not with the way he's been moving out here, man.
All I seen was those two incidents. The one with the Takashi dude, and the other one was this there's a line right here that people don't like. Other than that, what is Meek Mill out here doing?
Oh, you got to get on Twitter, Mark. I'm not going to sit here and with the laundry list of shit he says every
You
day.
talking about shit on you talking about him saying things on Twitter. I'm talking about how is he moving out here? Like, what is he doing?
I mean, just the way he acts, the shit he posts on Twitter, the shit he posts on Instagram, the videos. Desiree Perez. There's tons of shit. Bunny hopping for the white man. See that video?
Yeah, I saw it on your joint.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I used to be a big Meek fan. It's just like the way he moves. I don't know. It's just cornbally to me. I don't know. Chance the Rapper, I never want to hear an album from after The Big Day. The Big Day was the big shit. It was horrible. He hasn't had a good project since Acid Rap. He's so overhyped. It's not even funny. I'm trying to think of another rapper I don't want to hear from this year. You know who I don't want to hear from? West Side Gun.
Nah, stop it, fam.
That's enough, bro. How many projects does this guy have to put out? They all sound the same, bro. You can't even tell me they don't, bro. And I know that's their sound, but
Yeah,
like,
some people just have a signature style.
I know, but when you're releasing 4 projects a year, dude, like if it was once a year, then I get it. But like, you're just smashing everyone over the head with nonstop releases, and it always sounds the same. And I went in wanting to be
right there though. So he get the lion's cut. So even if he sold 10,000 copies at $10 a pop, he gonna get the lion's share of that, right?
No, I feel you. I mean, I think his shady deal after his last project, I think he's fully independent. I like Benny. Out of all those guys, Benny I like the most. I like his rapping style the most.
Okay. Yeah, Benny. I like Benny and Conway the most to me. Yeah,
West Side, like, I mean, he says he's not a rapper. I mean, he's rapping, but so I don't know why he always says that. I get his thing is like the swag and the sauce and the drip.
You're not a rapper a lot of times. You were like, I'm not trying to be no rapper, but you 22-0 on Joe Budden this.
Oh man, Mark, I'm not a rapper, but when I actually go and make a real song, I'm better than most rappers. So,
but my G, you drop a song weekly.
I drop a song more than weekly.
You get what I'm saying? Minimum once a week, you dropping a record. What you mean you're not no rapper?
When I say I'm not a rapper, I mean I'm not a rapper trying to pursue a career. I'm just a dude who could rap, who raps. I'm not a hustler. I'm just a rapper who hustles.
Okay, ho. Last thing, anything I know you ain't got nothing for this. King Asian Man, if you got any fight predictions for this tomorrow, you think Adrian Broner gonna do it? You got
they moved it up.
Chat.
Yeah, I heard they moved it up to 147. Is that confirmed?
Yeah, because he missed weight.
Okay, so at 147, I give him a better chance than at 140. So
not me, because you supposed to been coming in at 140, so that means you wasn't in shape. You know what I'm saying? You missed weight, so they had to change the. I just think that's disrespectful, man. All these and this ain't his first or second time missing weight. It's a lack of discipline, it's a lack of concentration. like who's in your camp. I know prior to this, he was like, yeah, y'all gonna get a focus. AB is it's a different me. I'm focused. But you're fighting who Giovanni Santiago?
Yeah, Santiago.
What is he ranked at? I don't know his ranking. He
Oh
14,
no, he's a
14-0 with 10 knockouts, but I don't know where he's ranked at though.
he's a prospect, definitely.
But AB
The
just
reason
fought
why I say
Pacquiao, though, didn't he? Wasn't that his last fight? How you go from Pacquiao to Giovanni Santiago?
lack of activity. You know, the fight game is a young man's sport, or an active man's sport at the least. And he hasn't been active. He's been out since what, 2018,
No,
2017?
no, he fought Pacquiao not last year, the year before last. Hold up, didn't he fight Granados after that? When was that? Let me see. Let me pull it up.
I think his last fight was either 17 or 18.
No, 2019. He lost to Manny Pacquiao January 19, 2019.
Okay.
So a little over 2 years.
Okay. 2 years of inactivity. Yeah, but
lose 35 pounds in that training camp. He had lost more than 35 pounds. He started training camp in November. This is gonna be the first time he fought, and the dude still missed weight. He weighed in. It was changed from a catch weight of 142 to the full welterweight limit. So this guy, the other guy, was getting in shape for the catch weight fight, thinking, okay, just 2 pounds heavier than what I normally fight at 142. Now I'm about to fight a welterweight at 147.
that's the advantage.
Yo, does female boxing exist or no?
Absolutely.
Has
Yeah,
a transgender came in yet?
Shoot, I think Franchon Cruz ended up fighting a transgender, didn't even know it though.
Right. Yeah, it wasn't announced.
It wasn't announced. The lady ended up popping for the drugs, and we found out, yeah, she basically beat the hell out of Franchon Cruz, but they ended up giving Franchon Cruz back her title because the lady popped for drugs, and I believe. Yeah, but it's actually a dude too. He went from a woman to a man that fights professionally, but people don't want to fight him because think about it, it's a lose-lose. If I go in there and beat this person, they're gonna like, hey, you beat a woman that turned into a man. If I lose, I'm gonna be embarrassed for losing.
But no girls, but no men who have turned into women have fought women boxers.
I don't even know if you can do that. Like I said, I think that happened with Franchon, but that lady, you gotta let people know that. But it is one in the MMA. It was a lady in the MMA. She was in there beating people ass. Transgender boxer Patricio Manuel becomes the face of Everlast. First transgender. I'll put the picture up. But it's Patricio Manuel used to be a man, but now used to be a woman, but now is a man. As a woman, Manuel was the USA national amateur boxing champion, and in the 2012 Olympic trials. However, shoulder injuries stopped them from doing it. Stop her with him now from continuing. I'm gonna put this picture up, but this is a former woman who's now man boxing. So I'll share the screen real quick. There you go. You see it? See the picture?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This used to be a woman. Now it's a man fighting, and some people don't want to fight him, like I said, because it's a lose-lose situation, in their opinion. So it's hard to get a fight. But what y'all think of that?
He's gonna make a name. There's gonna be a big thing in the coming months or year, I'm sure. Someone will take his fight. It's gonna be a big money fight. I mean, what do I know? It'll probably be a not big money fight, but probably not. Is this the dude who got popped for drugs?
No.
Oh, because I was gonna say, these guys who transition. I mean, wouldn't they have to have like the hormones, the extra hormones in them for the medicine they take? I mean, I don't know what they're testing for, if that would affect anything.
Fallon Fox, she was the first openly transgender athlete in MMA history. But I believe Did get beat though. Oh, got beat by a woman. Got I think. But yeah, Joe Rogan got in trouble for this because he was like, she actually broke somebody's skull in a fight. But this used to be a woman. I mean, used to be a man. I'll share the screen. Share the
I'm a
screen.
little jealous. How did she go from a man to from a woman to a man and got more facial hair than me? I don't understand this.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
because
was.
she take not this one, but the other lady. I mean, with the other man is because they take pills for that. You don't take
Well,
no.
hormone.
Yeah, you
I
don't take
couldn't
hormone.
grow a full beard if I wanted to.
So you jealous? Then I heard you.
I'm jelly.
You
Like
gotta get
what?
some of those hormone pills.
But this one right here is Fallon Fox is a trans woman that used to be a man and was out there kicking ass. And I don't think people knew for the longest. You get what I'm saying?
Man, that's messed up. I think that's muddy in the water a little too much.
Yeah.
Let that saturate. Let their market
Tamika
be.
Brents, yeah, I'm gonna just want to say this last part. Tamika Brents was beaten so bad she had a broken skull. That match took place in 2014. Go ahead.
Now, I was just saying, I think they should build up their market, before trying to, incorporate, because it's muddy in the water. It's too much confusion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you can't even say that today or you're transphobic.
No, I say let their market build up, and once they got a lot of transgender fighters, where they can fight each other, then we can start thinking of incorporate.
No, I
You know,
feel you. I'm just saying, like, the public perception would be like they would be outraged from your comments just now. I'm not.
well,
I'm just
yeah.
telling
There
you
was a
what the
movie
public
about
would.
this a while back ago. I think it was called Shawana Man. Yeah.
I don't know.
Nah, this
Me
is
myself, now I wouldn't be in there trying to fight a man that once was a woman, or a woman that was trying to be a man. It's just me, just me. The pay got to be astronomical, to, but no, I'm not feeling it.
go ahead. Pump Killer, you got anything you want to say?
Pump fell off.
Okay, you got anything you want to add, Neo?
Man, it's a mixed opinion. I mean, honestly, they've been setting this sort of weird shit up for a long time. If you pardon my French. So honestly, I think it would have been better if they just would have remained the same gender and crossed over and been the first woman to fight a man. I would respect it more like that. But because you want to classify yourself as something else and then participate in that genre, I mean, it diminishes the actual, I don't know, the validity of it all. You're pretending to be what you're not or what you weren't born to be. And now you clearly have either a mental advantage or a physical advantage. I mean, if you want to get knocked the hell out, I mean, it's equal opportunity for me. If you want to be a woman, jumping in a man's world, you want to get knocked the fuck out, hey, to each his own. You want to be a man and go into a woman's genre and potentially get knocked out by somebody who's real efficient women, hey, you're about to get knocked the hell out still. It, I mean, this gender war about identity and sexual, like, you know, trying to be fair here. Your sexual activity is not your identity. I'm not sure where the hell we got off on that track, but now it's your identity. It's what you identify as. So, hey, come get this ass whooping. I don't know. Shit.
I definitely agree with what you just said in the realm of sports. That shouldn't be your identity, getting into the ring, on the field, on the court, or whatever in sports. Right now I look at it, the transgenders should, battle it out to see who's the best transgender, not seeing if you're the best transgender against a heterosexual male or female. That's, to me, that's muddying the waters too much.
Right.
Like,
I mean, like take Layla Ali for example. That woman right there would knock most men out.
Right.
But you don't see her trying to identify as a man. She is a proud woman, and she'll knock you the fuck out, and she's proud of that too. But what, like, where do we have? Why are we confused about this gender thing? Like, why is it still like exacerbated so much? Like, I don't know. I'm laughing about it. It's hilarious to me. So,
Oh yeah, definitely. It's funny to me. That's why I choose not to participate.
For sure. But yeah, that was my basic take on it. I think give if if you was a man prior and now you have transitioned, or you're a trans woman, and you're in physical competition with other women, like this is not a poker game or something like that. You get what I'm saying? You are literally striking and hitting someone. So I think you take away their power of choice. Like, I think people should know and should have a choice if they want to fight you. You shouldn't just present yourself as one way, and people are thinking they're going in there fighting a naturally born woman versus a trans woman, and then yeah, I think you take away the people's power of choice. They should have the option to know that and do and decide if they want to fight a trans woman. Because men are, let's be real, not all men, but most men are naturally stronger than women, or we're just made different. That's why they have to take those estrogen things and have to stop the hormones, or the guys are taking testosterone, or the trans women who are trying to become men have to take these things for the testosterone so they can grow the hair and they can grow the beard and things like that, or to stop the breasts from growing. You get what I'm saying? So to each his own, man. I wish nobody no harm and no disrespect. I do understand it's a sensitive subject, and with that said, we're gonna move forward. You guys got any final thoughts, final words, any predictions on the fights coming up this weekend? I'm gonna go and wrap this one up, y'all.
Okay. Yeah, like I say, I pick a Broner. It's gonna be interesting to see how he look. I'm gonna gauge it from the first 3 rounds before I really give a prediction, because I haven't, seen him in 2 years. But we know what he was in the past. Hopefully that resonates. Regardless of what people see, Adrian Broner outside the ring, I respect him as a combat uh participant. He's a former champion, and I like to see him win again. I will. I like to see him raise his hand as a champion once again when it's all said and done. I don't take his out of the ring antics personal. That's his life. He gave us some good moments in the ring, some exciting moments, and hopefully he could, give us a little bit more, you know, in the future. That's all I got on him.
All right, what about you, Neo? Like I said, I'm not too excited about this AB fight, man. I'm really more excited to see Oscar Valdez fight Burchett. But what about you guys? Who you got? What fights you excited about seeing this weekend, man? Before we close it out.
um, honestly, I've been on my grind so much. Um, I just hope not to miss the fight at all in the first place. If you can shoot me an email as a reminder, like, hey, bro, the fight started. I would appreciate it. Um, but yeah, I don't want to continue missing these fights, man. I'm behind. I'm lacking. Um, the only thing I can go on is like, hey, don't be defined by your chromosome. Your chromosome don't change while you're over here trying to change your gender.
All right, give me your final thoughts. Let people know how they can reach you.
Copy. It's Neophyte Bokor tourist. Neophyte Bokor. Catch my playlist. Uh, Listen to what I'm listening to while I'm out here learning and driving and learning.
For sure, for sure. King HMF, close us out, big dog. Take us home.
Oh yes, sir. As usual, you can find me next to the time. Clacking on my backing. I'll settle for the 9 piece. How was your Valentine's Day weekend, fam?
Oh man, it was great. It was great. I kicked it with my wife and kicked it with my daughter. We watched some movies. We watched that movie, Judas and the Black Messiah. and we watched this because you know HBO Max has movies on like, so you don't have to go to the theater, you can just watch them on HBO Max. I think it's Paramount and Universal that are dropping their movies like that on the app. So yeah, we just watched the movie, had some popcorn and stuff like that, ate some junk food and shit. I had a little gift box for her, and she enjoyed her box and all the things that was in it. And yeah, man, we just kicked it. You know, my birthday coming up February 27th, so just getting ready for my birthday. We definitely we're gonna take a little. We ain't going out of town. We're going to this little spot. It's a nice ass hotel, man. They got an actual swimming pool in your room with a sauna. So it's a very nice hotel, man. We're gonna go lay up in there for a weekend and have a good time. So I'll definitely take some pictures of the room, let you guys see the room. Like, the room is immaculate, man, when you see it. But yeah, I was just mad at when I was looking at the price of the room. Like, damn, we paying like $500 a night. We ain't getting no food in here. It's like you're talking about a continental breakfast. Like, what, some cold ass Danish donuts and cookies, nigga? That's what we getting for $500 a night. But it is what it is. We definitely gonna have a good time there. And yeah, I had a great Valentine's Day. Every day is Valentine's Day though for me.
Right. Yeah, I'm just, wondering about the past weekend. Because it's been so cold throughout the nation, I was hoping, everyone been surviving and being safe.
Yo, that's crazy. People are dying too. Yo, if your heat is not working and you go into your garage and you're trying to warm up in your car, let the garage up. If the power is out, use the emergency thing to let that car up, because people are dying in their cars, sitting in the garage trying to stay warm due to carbon monoxide. It's a real thing. It's a painless death. You will not wake up. You're just gonna get sleepy and you're gonna go to sleep. And that's not cool. So take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, man. And yeah, definitely crack that garage, man. Don't sit in the garage with the car running, trying to stay warm, because it's not gonna work out good for you at the end. You dig?
Can I add something to that, Mark? That's a great point. Very great point. Unfortunately, you have to take your car all the way out the garage, because if you got the garage door open, your house is going to suck in air. So it's going to suck in.
Yeah.
You got to send the car out and just use the heat that's coming out your car. If the heat's
back the car out the garage, don't just prop the door open. Back the car out the garage.
Yeah, because it's going to be a suction, a vacuum going to bring the air in, and it's going to bring in that carbon monoxide. But real good point. You probably saved a lot of lives with that one. Hopefully people hear this on the playback or listening live right now.
All right, for sure. As always, my guest will get the last word. I will see you guys on Monday. I got an interview I'm doing tomorrow. That's why I'm trying to get some rest and get up out of here. So I'll be energized for that interview tomorrow. And chopping up these clips from all week. I'm gonna put those out on the main channel. Definitely look out for that. I interviewed Brent Taylor. He's the author of a children's book called A Tiny Painter. There once was a tiny painter. So we're gonna talk about his children's book. Great interview with him. Sat down with him about an hour and a half. So I'm gonna drop that this weekend as well. But other than that, man, I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Y'all will see me out here on these YouTube streets. I'll probably pull up on one of your favorite channels this weekend or later on tonight. But definitely about to wrap this one up. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's been another great episode of Breaking the Beats, where we break down business, entertainment, art, technology, sports, and anything else I can squeeze into those letters. I do apologize for my energy being so low today, guys. Like I said, I am exhausted, but we was able to do the show. We was on time, and we're going to end it on time. I'll see y'all Monday.
This that squad sound.